for Manchester City against West Ham United on match day 3 of the Barclays Women's Super, showing signs of recovery after their opening day 3-0 defeat in this neck of the woods at Old, thanks to Rico Iweki's late header. And there was a morale-boosting 6-1 League Cup win over Championship newcomers Portsmouth in midweek. Well, that Chloe Kelly and Laura Blinkiller-Brown. Fullback Layla change with Chile defender Camila Saiz making her WSL debut to symbolise no room for racism in football. And Jill Roord kicks a WSL ball from the start of a match for the first time in a very long time. Got a standing ovation, of course, when she came from Kobe Leonessa. West Ham got off to that nightmare start at home to times Liverpool in that game that they might pull away from West Ham, but West Ham did so well to stay in the game. Gorry with the through ball to Asai. Can Asai get them off to a dream start? Oh, and it's trickled in! Vivienne Asai, but is the flag up? Jane Sims explaining for a second it looked like West Ham had got off to the perfect start as Asai and trundled into the back of the net, but the flag was up. All week at West Ham with a win and 2 goals for Emma Harries, who is in the starting lineup tonight, this afternoon rather. Had a great game. 2 goals also for Asai in the week, which Harries gets to first for West Ham. Hasegawa to Blinkiller and Asai. Asai tried to loop it out to the right-hand flank. Iweki now, she's got a side to her right, and it almost finds her. Play on. And Alexandri goes long. Oh, it's a lovely ball. And it's now with Fowler. Fowler finds Hemp. Roord has made the run into the centre of the penalty area. And looks to be picked out now, and it's a Fowler. Wahhabi pulled it back. Fowler with the first time. Fowler. Been a City player since the summer of 2022, of course. Still only 21. So much talent. Chloe Kelly finds Fowler. Fowler holds on to it. And it's going to find its way through to Hemp. Lauren Hemp beyond Shemik. And City take the lead. Lauren Hemp that much time in the box. She was never going to miss. And Manchester City so again. Fowler at the heart of it. Hemp timed her run to perfection. And slots it beyond. And having looked so close to making the dream start with the ball in the back of the net after around 2 minutes from the offside aside. They've held out to the 11th minute this time, but City already looking to try and double the advantage as Roord runs through and takes a shot on it almost. That she got into the position of pulling the trigger. Asai back to Gorry. 1-2, returns it to the French woman. Gorry looks to get the cross in and does really well. Brilliant started with a header. Is the West Ham number 12. So she was really pleased to get one in that League Cup tie. Group stages of the League Cup. City, of course, excused from that because they made it through to the group stages of the Champions League. So they'll enter at the quarterfinals, as will Arsenal and Chelsea. England with 3. Kasparai to Hasegawa. Significance too of that Lauren Hemp goal as she has pulled level now with Georgia Stanway on 67 goals. To Roord. Wahhabi with the cross in. Kelly was lurking. Kasparai picks it up. And the foul is no doubt about that decision. And it comes from Greenwood, headed away by Bruce. But she wasn't able to pick out one of those many City. Low ball in from Fowler to Hemp. Hemp tried to work room for the shot, instead picks out Wahhabi. who's there for corner on the other side. Well worked routine this from City. Hemp pulling it back to Wahhabi on the edge of the box. Kasparai. Rord looks for Kelly. Hasegawa to Kelly. Kelly to Fowler. Fowler with the ball through to Kelly. Back towards Hasegawa. Hasegawa to Fowler. Blinkiller-Brown calls for it and receives it. Blinkiller-Brown to Kasparai. Back to the former Aston Villa player, Hasegawa. Still Hasegawa gets the cross in towards the far post and it's headed up. And Hemp climbed well but couldn't get above the ball to head it. A team in and around West Ham in terms of the level they're at. Sends Ueki clear down the left, but her ball goes straight to Greenwood, and that is disappointing because they're not going to get too many opportunities. Hemp to take on Mengwen, and she does take on Mengwen. Checks back, finds Rord. Blinkiller-Brown to Kasparai. Loose ball though, and Zadorsky will get there first. Lauren Hemp goal this afternoon, scored in 44 of their last 45 WSL matches. Quite some record. Blinkiller-Brown. Hemp plays a 1-2 with Rord, and Hemp with the ball through. Defence, the Belgian international Asai. Lovely ball by her. Deep cross in towards Ueki. It's lurking, and Rico Ueki's presence alone has earned West Ham a precious moment of respite. But it's going to go in long, as might it well do. And it's almost finds a West Ham head, but City get it away. And Rord races onto it and races through. And Denton does really well. Play by Greenwood though. Tiziak to Brynjar's daughter. Denton does really well with the cross. It's fisted down by Yamashita. Comes back to Tiziak. Tiziak took the shot. Saiz with the clearance. Alexandri picks it up for City. There's a foul on Hasegawa by Asai. City free kick. Kelly pulls it back towards Fowler. Still in play, picked up by Kasparai. Hasegawa to Blinkiller-Brown, still Blinkiller-Brown, looks to pick out Kelly. Hasegawa. Can City find this second goal? Kasparai with the cross in, and Fowler tried to get the head on it. Cut out by Ueki, and the half-time whistle goes. City have the lead. Precious goal from Lauren Hemp, her 67th in Man City colours to bring. Welcome back to Joy Stadium, where both teams are ringing the changes. Viviana Miedemar enters the fray for Manchester City. Gilles Rord is off at half-time, just returning, of course, from that lengthy timeout with an ACL injury. So she's lasted 45 minutes this afternoon, Gilles Rord, and she's replaced by that big goal of the game. West Ham did have the ball in the back of the net after just 2 minutes from Viva Sai, who's taking the kick-off here, but it was offside. They were 3-0 down last time they played here at half-time, just one down. They came back. Mary Fowler and Lauren Hemp, the goal scorer. West Ham, Shemmick in goal. Zadorsky ahead of them. Anouk Denton had a fine first half. A couple of dangerous balls from the right. Here's Hemp, the goal scorer, with a shot off the bar. What an effort, drops to Chloe Kelly. Zadorsky, the captain, Katrina Gori, And Harris has since been replaced. And here come City again with Greenwood. And it's going to find its way through to Hemp. Oh, and skewed that over the crossbar. Kelly's ball in was just... Shemik knocks it clear, but City come again. It drops to Miedemar. Miedemar to Hemp. Miedemar's got a bit of space here. And she gets a shot. Arsenal did Viviana Miedemar. Did well. 2 points going to be crucial for West Ham. You imagine they're going to be one of the teams lower mid-table, perhaps featuring in a relegation battle again. You hope. Hasegawa, Hemp. Hemp works room for the shot. Feeds it off to Blinkiller Brown, who takes a shot. Alexandri. Greenwood goes long in the direction of Hemp. Hemp bodies now. Thought they were going to be late arrivals. It goes long towards the far post, and Fowler knocks it back in, and it's headed down. And what a save! To add her second of the afternoon and City's second of the afternoon. Wahabi does really well to take it beyond Gori, gets across to Mengwen. United on the opening day, Liverpool last weekend, City today. Very positive point last week. And they've managed to keep themselves in this game for an hour, but the final half hour could feel like a very long one for them. Kasperai with the cross in. She had Blinkiller Brown and a rare chance for West Ham to get bodies forward. It drops to Pubel, who takes a shot on. Much to do this afternoon and had to stay alert. And it was a really decent effort by Saiz. Hasegawa picks it up. The Ballon d'Or nominee on the 30-player nomination list is Hasegawa, as is Hemp, as is Bunny Shaw, who's on the bench. So 3 Ballon d'Or nominees in this Manchester City squad. Eki, lovely touch by her, but the second touch was too heavy. And it gave Alexandri the chance to win it back. Well, Denton's really strong in the... Hasegawa, lovely ball through to Kasperai. Kasperai brings it back to Miedemar, whose shot is immediately blocked. Greenwood takes a shot. It was worth an effort, she can hit them. Scored a... Saiz to Zadorsky. West Ham forward in numbers. Zadorsky with the deep cross, almost drops to Ueki. Comes back to... And Alba Fugino, the summer signing, is also coming on afternoon. Her 67th goal as a Manchester City player. Only Bunny Shaw is... Fugino's first touch is a good one to Kasperai, who tries to play it back to her, and Shaw is lurking. First touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch of the game for Shaw is the assist with which Mary Fowler doubles Manchester City's lead. Instant impact from Bunny Shaw, and Mary Fowler did everything she had to do. Moved into space, timed the leap to perfection and kept the header down. There's been so much quality out there from City this afternoon. Only the final touch has let them down, and they do now have some daylight between themselves and their visitors. West Ham looking though for an instant response. Dainty footwork from Kasperai keeps it in. Twinkle toes on that touchline. Blinkiller Brown will whip the cross back, and Gori gets a vital foot in. Shaw from a similar position from which she set up Fowler's goal. Shemik palms it back into the danger zone, really, and is crushed off the bar from Wahhabi. Drops to Miedemar. Miedemar's shot is blocked. Comes back to Miedemar. Can't quite get the shot away. Hasegawa, having replaced Rord, Kelly, Hemp, Wahhabi and Alexandri. Everything going pretty much to perfection for Gareth Saylor. And Bunny Shaw looking to add to the 2 goals scored so far by her teammates, Hemp and Fowler. Shaw setting up Fowler's just seconds after coming off the bench, Bunny Shaw. Fujino with the corner. Hasegawa to her Japan teammate, and she couldn't quite. Fujino with a deep cross, and it's just over the head. Lovely ball by Fujino. Oh, so close to Vivian. Miedemar to Fowler. Fowler with the cross in. Miedemar and Fujino were both hoping it was going to find its way through to them. Kasparai high hanging cross. Cook did really well to stand her ground with Shaw. Be a perfect way for them to head into that Champions League group debut at home to Barca on Wednesday night. Could have had more goals, but as things stand, they've got a clean sheet, a couple of goals. Shaw gets beyond Cook. Can she pick out Fujino or Miedemar? In it comes. Shemik gets a vital hand on it. And West Ham players scramble it away. Picked up by Gori. Back to Greenwood. So with Hasegawa once more. Blinkilla Brown tries to return it to Fujino. But West Ham have worked themselves into a bit of bother here, and it's Hasegawa to Bunny Shaw. Bunny Shaw with the shot deflect. Lovely footwork from Bunny Shaw. Pass through is intercepted. It's given away by Pubel to Hasegawa, and Miedemar is fouled. Ueki wins the header. Pavi does really well to get beyond Kennedy, and she's pushed to the ground and wins West Ham a free kick. Well, that's great play from Manuela Pavi, and Kennedy is the first player this afternoon to go into the book. Pavi showing glimpses of what she can do. Really strong, the Colombia international. It's Saiz to take, and it's a soft one. Easy for Yamashita. Drop to the turf. After days, and well, Premier League goalkeepers too, goalkeepers at all level. 5 added minutes confirmed. We are almost through one of those added minutes. Denton to Eki, back to Gori. Gori does so well. Lovely run from Gori, but ultimately as she tried to, gets there and rolls it back to Yamashita. Oh, Pavi was so close. Pubel. High hanging cross. Ueki almost got on the end of it. for Gino. James Sims blows the full-time whistle. It is a comfortable win, a routine win, a perfect way to head into a first ever Champions League group stage week. Barcelona are the next visitors here on Wednesday night. Today, West Ham put up a fight, secured the points in the end midway through the second half. So we can look back at the moments that decided for their Champions League showdown with the reigning champions Barcelona this week.